In another indicator that we're living in a very weird timeline, we have an article coming to us from the New York Post, written by Jackie Sallow. Houston mayoral candidate under fire for telling teens to keep their legs closed. Sound advice. I mean, what do you want? Oh, okay. So this is clearly going to be titled Dwight Boykins did absolutely nothing wrong, or did nothing wrong. Let's get into this. A Houston mayoral candidate got into a heated exchange with a group of teens after he told them they should keep their legs closed during what he said was meant to be an inspirational speech. Students said they were taken aback Friday when mayoral wannabe, wow, Jackie Sallow, you're not even playing around. Mayoral wannabe Dwight Boykins, who is also a city councilman, made the inappropriate comments at a youth advocacy summit. News station KTRK reported. Okay, so how are these comments inappropriate? I'm confused. Like, the same people that want to teach kids about gender fluidity and all this other nonsense are now saying that this very solid and sound advice is somehow inappropriate. This is so weird. We were with Councilman Boykins, and he immediately set off numerous red flags. He refused any recording cameras because he wanted to tell it to us straight. Diana De Leon tweeted, "He looked at me straight in the eye and said, women should keep their legs closed." Yeah. Like, seriously, are these kids so damn coddled that like just the flat out truth is too much for them to bear? My goodness. Other attendees claimed that Boykins also made a 13-year-old girl uncomfortable when he pulled her onto the stage and joked about dating her. Okay, yeah, buddy, that's a little inappropriate there, fam. He made a young man stand up, and he was holding another girl side by side, and he was like, if me and her were to do something, that young man wouldn't want you in the future. And that really shows that he is invalidating young girls and not putting a good message across to the youth of America. A 16-year-old identified only as Chloe told KTRK. Okay, so he's basically telling them, like, look, if I, and he shouldn't have used himself as an example. He shouldn't have used any of these children as an example. You don't call them out on stage and be like, yeah, if someone has sex with this young lady, then, you know, this guy, he's not going to want her in the future. I believe that is complete bunk and bullshit. Come on, Mr. Boykins. At the start, I was with you, but that right there, I think, is a smidgen too far. What you can say is, hey, say Amanda and Craig end up in a relationship and Amanda ends up pregnant with Craig's baby, but Craig, you know, goes off and does something and then Amanda's left with the baby. Hey, guess what? Malik over there don't want to be with Amanda because Amanda got a baby. You see, like abstract examples as opposed to pulling the kids up on stage. Some of the students called him out on his remarks, but they claimed that the candidate refused to apologize to him. I can't really blame him. I mean, I get the gist of what he was saying. His example, I'm not 100% behind, but I do get the gist of what he was saying. Ladies, look, you got one shot. As men, we got our entire lives. On paper, we have our entire lives. On paper, ladies, the odds are the older you are as you have a child, the more complications there are going to be. But if you want to have a career and do all these great things with your life, then yeah, be far more discreet. Have quite a bit more discretion as opposed to who you allow inside of you. I'm with that. Multiple brave girls stood up and challenged him, calling his actions inappropriate, De Leon tweeted. He continued to justify his actions, saying he just wanted to protect us and never gave a full apology. Because technically, he doesn't have anything to apologize for except for the example that he used, the message that he was trying to send. I dig it, and I'm behind it. But the methodology in which he used to convey that message, nah. The councilman issued a mea culpa the next day after some of the attendees posted about the event under the hashtag Boycott Boykins on social media. During the discussion, I shared my perspective on life and the importance of staying focused while avoiding some of the pitfalls that far too often plague many of our youth, a message I have delivered to groups around the city, Boykins told on Facebook. My words were meant, I guess, to inspire, and I deeply regret the extent to which they caused anyone hurt or discomfort. That was never my intention, and to anyone who may have taken offense by what I said, I apologize. That's the end of the story. And, outside of the example, he's right. Like, he really is. Keep your damn legs closed. And I feel, and there's a part of me that feels like a hypocrite saying that, because, when I was of that age, and I was of that age in the 90s when, the nanny was plentiful, right? So I'm like, how do I put it? I don't want to be a hypocrite, because, guys, if she gonna let you smash, by all means. But at the same time, ladies, that's where it's up to you. That's where the personal responsibility falls on you to make sure that you have, a future, and you have a future that you want to have. So, there is a lot of, I believe in the message of personal responsibility and personal accountability. Once again, don't call up kids and say, and put yourself and use yourself as an example with a young child. Not like 16, 17, regardless. Just stay out of that realm. All right. But so with that being said, this is the end of this video. All the internet stuff. Like it if you liked it, or dislike it. I'm not scared of you. Sub if you enjoy my fantastic voice. Share, because sharing is caring. And speak. Let me know. What do you think? Is it more prudent for young ladies to keep their legs closed? Because, teaching as someone who is a male, trust me, there's nothing you can't tell a dude what to do with his meat. You can't tell a young lady what to do with hers either. But on the risk consequence scale, ladies, you should be far more, show quite a bit more discretion as to who you lay down with, particularly protected and unprotected and all those other portions of it. So until the next one.